Hey everyone, Jeff here from Films at Home, and today we've got a horror classic to review on 4K Blu-ray. Hey everyone, thanks for coming back to the channel today. In this review video, we're going to look at Carrie on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray. This was one movie that I recently just picked up in Scream Factory's 4K sale. I grabbed this, Black Christmas, The Evil Dead, as well as Army of Darkness, but the first one I had to watch was Carrie. It's one of my favorites. So I'm going to talk about the movie, we'll talk picture quality and restoration, we'll talk audio, packaging, special features, and let you guys know whether or not this one's worth picking up for your movie collection. So to start, let's talk about the movie itself a little bit and its history in my collection. It was actually really funny. I'd seen this movie many times, of course, as a horror fan, but for some reason, I never actually owned the Blu-ray. I was going through my collection. Maybe I had it, maybe I gave it to somebody at some point, and I don't know where it went, but when I saw this was on sale in the 4K sale, that was a no-brainer for me to pick up because I didn't have the Blu-ray in my collection. So I got to watch this on 4K for the first time in a few years, and the movie is still super impressive. Of course, it's the movie that really launched Stephen King's career, or at least it's the story that did that. His book Carrie was really his first big success. They turned it into a movie. Stephen King now has just owned horror in Hollywood and everything else for the last 45 years. So it's a big deal in that respect, but the cast in this is also incredible, full of young talent like John Travolta and Nancy Allen, Sissy Spacek. It has an incredible supporting cast as well, but the story still remains so relevant, like the religious themes and the fanatical religious mother, who drives her daughter to insanity, almost cult-like. We see this stuff. I was just watching the Duggars documentary on Amazon Prime recently, and we still see this religious fanaticism all the time. So that theme is still very relevant. The toll it has on kids and families going through high school, bullying, all these feminine themes too. It's a really, really important, powerful movie that still holds up, nearly 50 years after its release. So I highly recommend, if you have not seen it, to check it out. Great performances, and this 4K Blu-ray might be the best way to watch it. So on 4K here, Scream Factory, Shout Factory, they did a new 4K scan from the original camera negative back in 2022. I'm just getting to check this out now because I just purchased it, but this was a really great scan. The coloring was super faithful to what people have told me is close to the original source. This is what people saw in theaters. They really corrected a lot of HDR color grading that had kind of gone haywire on some Blu-ray releases. People got a little bit cute with how the colors were on that. This gives it a real natural tone, but stuff like that red pig's blood at the end just pops, and all of the lights within the prom scene and the darker, shadowy sort of scenes within Carrie's house, especially up in the attic in her room, they all look so much better here on 4K. So it's a huge improvement. But then the quality as well, going back to that original camera negative, which apparently has been kept in very good shape because it looks fantastic. Scanning that at 4K just gives you incredible detail and quality throughout the film. The film grain is there, but it's a really fine layer, a very filmic look and feel. But I mean, it looks like these movies from the time period, like Jaws, which was 1 year earlier, or 2001: A Space Odyssey, or these really great films. And Brian De Palma, obviously being a master, this is shot extremely well. So all of that helps with creating an incredible picture quality on 4K. When you have incredibly well shot film with great lighting, a great source, and a great scan, those are all a thumbs up for the 4K, and that's what you get here with Carrie. It's really well done, and if you've only watched this movie on AMC on TV, or on a streaming service, or you get your old Blu-ray DVD, this is the best way to watch it. Now for the audio, we got a DTS HD Master Audio 5.1, and we've got a mono track. I went with the 5.1 because I always like to get a little bit bigger, especially because I've invested in my system. The mono track is fine, but I do think there's a little bit more to Carrie, especially in the last third in the movie, that the 5.1 really adds to. So I liked the 5.1. Mono is also fine if you want to go super like purist, original. That's going to be closer to probably maybe what you're used to listening to, but the 5.1 was out there on Blu-ray, so this is nothing new. This has been out there for some time, and I thought it sounded great. The dialogue was very clear, especially, some of the striking score moments, like that psycho theme that kicks in from time to time, sounded awesome. There's not a whole lot of crazy audio here, but when it does get big, and it needs to be big, it does, and when it needs to be a little bit smaller and a little bit more dramatic, it does that really well as well. So I thought this was a great audio track. Shout, scream, didn't really do anything here. It's the solid same track that was brought over from Blu-ray. Now, packaging wise, I've seen a lot of different Carrie Blu-ray slipcovers, different artwork over the years. This is probably my favorite from Scream Factory because they just went back to the original, and I love this sort of like split screen shot of Carrie before and after the blood. I love the "if you've got a taste for terror, take Carrie to the prom," which was the original tagline for the movie. I just love that original theatrical art. So they got a great slipcover here, some more stuff on the back about the movie, and then on the inside you've got that same artwork, so that's great. That carries over. And then you get 3 discs. You get the movie on 4K, you've got the movie on Blu-ray, and then you've got the special features disc. So everything included here, 3-disc set. They've all got cool artwork on them. You really can't beat that. The discs have art. It's an incredible slipcover. One of the most striking, slipcovers that I've seen recently. It just, even though it's just original artwork, I love that. Like, bring that back for more movies from the 70s, because I think these poster art back then was just so incredible. Now, for special features, everything here is ported over from previous releases, but there's a ton of features. So there's an interview with the screenwriter, Larry Cohen. There's an interview with director of photography. There's an interview with the editor. There's an interview with the casting director. There's interviews with actors Sissy Spacek, Amy Irving, Betty Buckley, Nancy Allen, William Katt, Piper Laurie, PJ Soles from Halloween. You probably know her. The art director, Brian De Palma, and producer. There's interviews again with more of the actors and the crew. There's revisiting the film's original locations. There's interviews with De Palma and Jack Fisk and Paul Hirsch, who worked on the film. There's a look at Carrie the musical, which is funny. TV spots, radio spots, still galleries, behind the scenes photos, lobby cards, art cards, things like that. And then Stephen King in the Evolution of Carrie text gallery. So those are all on the 3rd disc. The 2nd disc that has the Blu-ray only has the Carrie trailer gallery, and then the 4K disc is just the movie itself. So they packed that movie on there with the highest bit rates and saved all the space on that disc for the film, which I think looks fantastic. So overall, this is a great release from Scream Factory, and they've been doing awesome work lately. So I cannot wait to check out The Evil Dead, which I bought from them, Black Christmas in 4K, rewatching that for the first time. I had their special edition previously, and then Army of Darkness as well. I'm very excited for how those transfers look. I will update you as I watch them, but this was a great pickup in their sale. I got a great deal on this. I consider anything like around $20 for something of this quality with all the features and the packaging and an excellent scan is well worth it for my collection. So I would highly recommend you guys go find this one. If you want to watch Carrie in the best absolute possible way, this 4K disc from Scream Factory is it. It blows away any other format, any streaming service, and it's packed with features. It has awesome packaging. What more could you ask for a collective piece? So if you want to pick this up, I'll put a link down in the description to Amazon. If you use that link, that helps support my channel. But you can also buy from Scream Factory Direct or other retailers out there, like Bull Moose carries it, Orbit DVD carries it. I'm sure Diabolic and Grindhouse carry it. Lots of places you can find this. Best Buy probably even has it. Target might have it online. Walmart. It's going to be pretty mainstream, but if you can find one, get it soon. Slipcovers are still out there. As you can see, even a few months after release, I still got a slipcover with mine, which I was excited about. In fact, all of my Scream Factory orders came with a slipcover, which was awesome. But go check this one out. It's well worth rewatching. If you've never seen it, what are you waiting for? Go pick up the 4K and really enjoy this film. It's incredibly well done. So thanks for watching this review. If you want more stuff like this, make sure you're subscribed here on YouTube and like this video so others will see it. Make sure to follow me on social media and check out all the other links down in the description for ways you can support me and the channel. But thank you for watching. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe, stay healthy out there, and I'll talk to you all soon.